right, next up we're going to talk about Demian Maia versus Mark Munoz. Two ground guys for the most part, but Demian Maia's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Mark Munoz is a wrestler. Now, both of these guys are just phenomenal athletes. Mark Munoz, you can never count this guy out. I mean, he's come back from just where you thought he was just over. Amazing fighter. So what do you think about these guys?
I know Mark well. He wrestled at Oklahoma State, which is where I wrestled. He was a national champion there and a tremendous athlete. And he's, I think, really focusing on making exciting fights and trying to strike a lot more, and not just rely on his ability to take everybody down and control them on the ground. And I think that showed in the spirit and the way that he's approached fighting. Maia is one of those guys. I mean, he beat Chael Sonnen, and threw Chael Sonnen in a belly-to-belly that, I mean, was remarkable, and caught him in submission. Tremendous submission fighter. And I don't think Munoz has faced a cat with this kind of submission game. So it's going to be interesting to see how he tempers his wrestling, because his wrestlers tend to be pretty aggressive, especially when it comes to taking guys down. And he put Maia right into his area of strength. So I look for Munoz to sprawl and keep this fight standing as much as possible, and look for him to punch. And I've got to go with my alma mater in Okie State, Mark Munoz.
Okay, let's say Mark Munoz gets Maia down on the ground in the first round of the first couple of minutes. Do you think that's going to definitely give Maia that advantage with the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and how slick he can be?
I think he is as slick as anybody I've seen when it comes to submitting guys in fights. And Munoz really needs to think about whether he puts this fight on the ground at all. Make this kid stand up with you and make him bang it out. You got the wrestling ability to keep the fight standing. It can be used for that too. So I think that's definitely the right approach with a guy like Maia.
Okay, so you're going to say Mark Munoz. That's your pick.
My pick is Munoz.
I am going to go with Munoz, but I'm going for another reason. I'm going because I don't think you can ever count Munoz out. To some of the wars that he's been in, and I think he's just a little bit more well-rounded fighter. So I mean, I'm definitely going to have to agree with you on that one.